No.
All right, welcome back to Your View special edition happening at the Crown Interchange. I'm told the hotspot for crime here in Johannesburg is the M2. If you were in Bramfontein, in Mawoneng, and you had something to drink, you better take an Uber because they're out in full force. The JMPD out here to clamp down on those who drink and drive and those with outstanding fines and others who are involved in other crimes. They've got vans here that can identify plate numbers from afar, and if you are in trouble, if you have duplicated your plate number, for example, woe unto you. But of course, we're talking to the mayor of Johannesburg. He's just been elected. It's been exactly 1 week, actually, since he assumed office. And over the weekend, he announced a team of MMCs, members of the mayoral committee, to help him to run this city. Mayor, give me a sense of some of the teammates that you have put together. Often with these things, it's a lot of horse trading. Start with the ANC lot. Joel Dean as MMC for Finance.
Well, Joel D will do a good job.
Okay.
Joel D, we had put him as an alternate in the Section 79 Committee of Finance.
I see.
When I was alternate, but about a year ago we put him in.
Yeah.
To understand the.
Yeah.
So as spokesperson of the ANC, he's always worked closely with me in regarding the finances of the city. So even today, when they came with the team to brief me about the state of finances, you could tell that he's on top of his game.
Yeah.
He'll learn. He'll do a good job.
So sorry, I don't want to digress because I want you to tell me about the other team members. In summary, what is the state of finance? You found it in a good, positive balance. Mashaba left you, a good bad balance or not?
The state of the city finances is worrisome.
Okay.
It's something that we have to look into deeply.
Yeah.
We've agreed with the team that we need to turn around city power.
Yeah.
It's actually, if we leave it like this, in 3 years' time, it will need to be subsidized.
Sure.
So you don't want to get there where you go to the fiscals to subsidize a municipal entity.
No, you don't want to do that.
No. It must be self-sustaining. And that's our cash cow that's supposed to bring the cash into the city. So the cash is worrisome. They say they've left the city with 5 billion.
Yeah.
Yes, we say it's commendable, we praise them.
Yes.
But when you look at the trend of the cash since 2016, it moved from 5 billion we left to 4 to 3 to 2 in 2017-18.
Yeah.
And some miraculously.
Yeah, it went to 5.
In 18-19-25.
Yeah. Why is it miraculous?
And then I asked them, the chief brains that were there, that look, your creditors didn't go up, your impairments are going up because then you're not collecting, your cash is not collecting. Where is this 3 billion coming from?
Yeah.
Please go and reconcile. Tomorrow the Lekotla, just tell me. But I praise them with
maybe they just collected more from people who don't pay.
They collected 89%. The target was 94.
Yeah.
Had they collected 97, it would have made sense.
Yeah.
That they collected more than the target.
Yes.
Now they collected 5% less than the target.
Less than target. But they still 3 billion.
But they got 3 billion from somewhere.
You are happy, but you just want to know where it's coming from.
I'm very happy that there's money
let's park that. We're not going to have enough time to talk about that tonight.
Yes.
So Joel Dean, what is his claim to fame? If I may ask it like that.
No. I mean, it's been
quite apart from the fact that he was in that committee. Does he have a track record? I mean, this is a multi-billion city.
Look, Jolly, when I came in as an MMC Finance, he was head of my office.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
so he was elected councillor. We pulled him from councillor to head the office of the MMC of Finance. So the budget speech, as we sit in the budget steering committee, as we sat in the budget steering committee, he was there. So he then left the province, but for the first 2 years he was part of the team.
So city finance is in good hands.
No, they're in good hands. Yes.
And he'll have to deal with the issue of billing. It's long since I've ever heard of the billing crisis.
Yeah, it's been. Look, there's still an issue.
Yeah.
But remember, we introduced the revenue step change.
Yeah.
So when they got in, the trend was really dealing with the billing.
Yeah.
So where they've done well, I mean, we'll praise them, and then we'll build on the foundation.
Yeah. Other MMCs worth noting?
Well, this Mamukwena is here, but Mamukwena is here, the MMC Public Safety.
For public safety. We'll talk to her after the news.
She's been an MMC during Tate Masondo's time.
I see.
But then the first time on Tate Masondo, the second time she was not Pakistao, she headed corporate services.
Yeah.
Experience, been a councillor for long, very solid politically. I think she'll do a good job. And then I've got two young MMCs.
Yeah.
Loiso Masuku, who has corporate services that deals with fleet, with IT, with labor relations.
Yeah.
She's a deputy secretary in the region. She's been a councillor now. And then the deputy of the region, Eunice Mgcina. She heads health and social development.
Yeah.
Good, solid community activist. She understands issues of the vulnerable, of social development.
Yeah.
I think she'll do well. So I think we've got a solid team from the African National Congress.
Yeah. And then you had to bring other parties. You got IFP. Did you keep the council of the IFP who was in the previous administration?
Yes. Same position. She still has transport. Very solid. She used to be a member of parliament. Quite solid, and I think she'll continue doing a good job in transport. You asked about horse trading. We thought we should just call people multi-party government and they don't have anything at stake in the government.
Yeah.
So we put together what we call a government of local unity.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's a unity, we call it an inclusive government.
Yeah.
Not just a multi-party government led by the ANC. No.
Yeah.
It's a government of local unity. And then that's why tomorrow we're coming up with what you call that unity manifesto.
Yes.
What are the minimum things that you're
going to do together so that you can hold each other accountable
going forward. So we pulled in the AIC. That has worked with us.
Yeah.
Margaret Arnolds is a solid community worker. She'll do community development. She'll lead community development. We've got Lloyd Phillips in economic development from the Patriotic Alliance. And then we've got... we have Mlungisi, the youngest MMC, from the IFP in Mlungisi Mabaso, in heading human settlements, and then we've got Cope in our executive heading development planning.
But don't they have only one seat?
That one seat is an
They have
MMC.
one seat, and that one seat make them have an MMC.
That one seat makes them a unity government.
All right. I suppose
in the DA, ACDP had
only one seat,
and ACDP was MMC. So I mean, it's,
so you are happy. You're going to have a lot of work to do to pull together this kind of multi-party coalition. You obviously were involved in the behind the scenes, negotiations to pull this together. Why didn't the arrangement with the EFF, in your view, work? Did you reach out to them to say, look, let's do this? Because it seems like without reaching out to the DA, you managed to get the DA to support you to be in power. Or at least its members, to say the least.
We reached out to smaller political parties first.
Yeah.
And we struck a deal. At that point, we knew that we are solid.
Yeah.
Our team then worked with approached the EFF. Of course, they came with demands that the ANC could not agree to say we'll support you only if the chairperson of the region is not mayor, and the ANC couldn't agree.
I see. So they put you in the middle of the negotiations.
Yeah. So the ANC couldn't agree to that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we've stopped talking.
Yeah.
So we continue to talk to them to say what we share the same constituency. The EFF organizes where we organize.
Yeah.
So for the benefit of the citizens, continue talking to them. We're reaching out to the DA, like I said in my acceptance speech, that will reach out to all those parties in council. All the wards in Johannesburg are either ANC or DA.
Yeah.
So it can be that we can ignore the Democratic Alliance.
Yeah.
Ignore a sizable number of the constituency.
Was there a discussion in your circles, right, to allow the DA to continue running the legislature? In other words, if the councillor who voted for the ANC from the DA didn't do so, with all things equal, the DA should in fact still be in charge of the legislature. In other words, if they replace that councillor tomorrow, they could vote your your speaker out anytime. Is that good for stability of the local government? If you have a situation like that where you got a very, very tiny, if you say margin to remain in power, almost by a thread, because all you need is for them to replace that councillor and then come back in the next council meeting to get your speaker out again.
Well, that's it's what they think they think they'll do, they must do. I mean, if they think politically. But we worry about the stability of just the local government, especially the Metro's body politic.
Yes.
I mean, on the same day, Nelson Mandela
fell, Tshwane was in chaos.
Tshwane was in chaos.
It's bad.
Joburg was. So when, as a leader in the sector, I worry about what the perception out there is about
it looks
the Metros.
bad for coalition government.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
We have to go back and get outright winners. I think we need outright winners in these municipalities.
Yeah.
Because
that's what you are targeting.
Even case studies worldwide. I mean, Israel, they go to snap elections every 6 months or so. Coalition governments are just not working.
Difficult.
Are very difficult to manage. In Johannesburg, we think we'll hold it. We think that we will talk to everyone. We're not arrogant about this.
Yeah.
We don't think that relying on one party like somebody else did.
Yeah.
Rely on the EFF only. No, you don't rely on the IFP only. We want to rely on everyone for the benefit of the citizens of Johannesburg.
A lot of people are speculating that your removal of the speaker was because of the horse trading that happened behind the scenes, in that there are certain positions like chairpersons of committees, etc., that are in the ambit of the speaker. And if you have your own ANC speaker, suddenly you can fire all those chairpersons and then reward people who helped you to get into power. Please tell me whether that's the case.
Chairpersons of council are elected by council.
Yeah.
So if you want to remove them, we need to pass motions of no confidence.
So are you saying you're going to keep the chairpersons? Or you're not saying that?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything. But I'm saying that we are going to talk to other parties.
Yeah.
To say, can't we work together going forward? Look, there was a motion of no confidence against the speaker. Anyway, we tabled it in September already.
I see.
So
this was not new following your election?
No. They frustrated our motion in September.
Yeah.
They cancelled the meeting in October, but it was bound to come.
I see.
So there's still motions pending against the chair of chairs and against the chief whip. These have been there since August.
Yeah, man, we've run out of time, unfortunately. But I'm sure you're not going to be a stranger on your view even when there are tough questions to be answered. So thank you so much for keeping your word to come and talk to us this evening. Even if you didn't know whether you'll be mayor or not last week. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, JJ.
All right.
Thank you.
The new mayor of Johannesburg, Geoff